Hello everyone, this is Elijah Campbell, and for the midterm presentation I present Garden Pool So Far, an overview of everything that I've done so far. So to begin with an introduction, Garden Pool is an international charity that aids local and international clients in alleviating food securities through simple technological solutions. Namely, they create garden pools and other sustainable farming technologies that they take the designs for in open source so that they're available globally for anyone to build, though they'll go and build them like for clients if need be for relatively cheap. Their mission in relation to that is the research and development of better, more sustainable ways to grow food and to help others do the same, which through what I've just said, they accomplish that pretty well. Why I decided to intern there is a mixture of three things. One is I have a deep set interest in agriculture and urban food island solutions. I did a lot of Future Farmers of America in high school, and I've always just been interested in gardening and agriculture and just providing food for people in need. Reason number two was I was drawn to the idea of working for a relatively new company. Garden Pool isn't exactly new. I think it's been around for like 9 years or so. But that is still rather young. And they're still in the development stage of developing everything they want to make products, to make services, really determining what they are. And that's fun. It's cool to be in that stage, like helping a company become what it wants to be, or a charity more like it. And reason number three, to be completely honest, it was closest to where I live. I live in Mesa, and some of the other options I had for internships were in like Phoenix and Tempe, and Garden Pools in Mesa, which is incredibly convenient. Now to talk about my current responsibilities and past responsibilities that are done. So to start with the past, we were tasked with creating a 3D model in SketchUp of the garden pool office, modeling the entire office, all the furniture, all of the cabinets, all the desks, all of even right out to the storage room and the bathroom, modeling the entire office. We completed that before spring break, the week before, I would say, and it looks fantastic. It is currently being used to do VR virtual tours for international clients so that they can put on the headset and see everything in the office as if they were there. It's quite cool. In relation to that, we've completed the SketchUp lessons, which were a set of lessons that, as it sounds, were to teach us about SketchUp. We were all tasked with better acclimating ourselves with the program. When it comes to current responsibilities, I'm currently working on a project for an event called the Makeathon, which will be held in Mesa. It's a global event featuring students building, or not students, more like a variety of people making miniature farms, self-contained food systems within shipping containers, which will be really cool. The organizing of rules and the format of the event, all of that's done. But I still have to complete letters and stuff for fundraising and sponsorship. We still need to make promotional materials for it and put on the finishing touches, the polish, making sure everything looks good, making sure there's no loopholes in the rules that people can abuse, stuff like that. And recently I was charged with helping create the Food for Thought proposal. So we are entering a competition to see who creates, say, the best international solution to global climate change enacted food problems. It's basically finding a way to solve world hunger in relation to climate change. There's a number of things we have to do for that proposal. Most of it's done, but there's still a bit of work we have to do. I will be featured in a video of that, I'll be in a lab coat and doing the narration for a video that'll be part of the pitch. Now, second half focus is on two things. one of which is more personal, but because it's kind of hard to say what future responsibilities and tasks will be. Namely, the Makeathon event takes place in April. We need to get it finalized, completed, and ready to go as soon as humanly possible. We've got a lot of the details worked out. Me and Dennis, Dennis is my boss, still need to go through and make sure everything is as good as it can be and ready for international participants. The second focus is less procrastinating. I have a habit of pushing off work, and honestly, I should get better at it. I don't do this so much with my internship work, but there are a few things I have been putting off that I shouldn't have. So I'm going to try to be more productive and my everyday internship job. Now, my main learning outcomes so far from my internship, talking about purely technical skills. I'm efficient now with SketchUp. I'm fully able to 3D model, and I've quite refined my writing skills, especially in terms of creating proposals, fundraising letters, donation letters, all those kind of things. In terms of other, like more personal skills, or more things I've learned, don't make assumptions about what you think your internship is going to be, because I thought this internship was going to be a lot more manual labor based off what I saw from the job description, but in actuality, it's a lot more paperwork. It's all the background stuff of an NGO, or I don't know if it's an NGO, all the background stuff of an international charity, of a sustainability charity that you don't see usually in the forefront. Getting funds, getting supplies, shipping yourself out to whatever country in order to do work. It's all that stuff. And that being a leader is nice, but to let others do more. I have a tendency to take the lead on jobs, but then also take too much work upon myself. So I need to learn to trust my teammates more, because they're all fantastic people, and more be a part of a team instead of just trying to lead it. Talk about Garden Pool. Things that I've enjoyed is that it's a very comfortable workplace. The office itself is really nice. We don't have cubicles. Everything's open. We can talk all the time. It's a fantastic place to work, and that's helped by really nice people. Not only are our bosses at Garden Pool very open and very friendly, very easy to talk to, but all my other interns are fantastic. I love them. We work well together, and we produce good work. We do a great job. And time flies when we're busy, and man, are we busy a lot. Moving on to that ties into the challenges. We deal with a lot of projects at once. We've got I think 5 or 6 projects going right now, split between the 4 interns. And there's a lot of things we need to get done. I might be exaggerating that a little, but then again, I'm not super clear on some of the responsibilities my other interns have, because I'm focused on my own work. But for the most part, we have a lot of things we're doing at one time, and a lot of these will require us to work together. It can be a bit difficult. There's confidential information that we're dealing with, because, of course, there's somewhat of a business here. Dennis and Garden Pool have a product, and of course Dennis doesn't want the details of that product getting out, which makes some things hard for when you're doing proposals related to that product, but it's understandable. Just makes things difficult. The work can be sometimes mundane. It's just a lot of paperwork, but what do you expect? It's that kind of job. And some of us are having a tough time meeting class hours. We only go to internship twice a week, about 9 hours a week. And some of us are a bit worried about meeting the required hours. Dennis is perfectly available, though, to give us extra work or let us come in whenever we want in order to meet those hours. And in the conclusion, if I've learned anything, I need a more physical job in the sustainability field. I like working with my hands and creating a product. And this helps. This is helping create a product. But I want to physically be doing it, building or creating or helping create something instead of working behind a desk. It's not exactly my thing. Thank you very much and have a great night.